Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into the world of astrology to talk about 4 zodiac signs that tend to show very little affection in relationships. Now before we get started, I just want to remind everyone that these are general tendencies. We're talking about sun signs here, people. So if your moon sign is a giant pile of mush, then maybe you're not as emotionally constipated as your sun sign. Speaking of emotionally constipated, let's be honest folks, nobody wants to feel like they're dating a brick wall. We all crave a little affection from time to time, right? But hey, some people are just wired differently. Maybe they had a pet rock growing up or their first love was a cactus. Who knows? The point is, understanding these astrological tendencies can help us navigate relationships with a little more compassion and a lot less head scratching. So, if your partner happens to fall under one of these 4 signs, don't panic. We're going to give you the inside scoop on why they might be a little reserved when it comes to showing affection, and more importantly, how to crack that tough exterior. Let's get started. First up, we have Aquarius, the water bearer. Now, you might think a sign associated with water would be all about emotions and flowing freely, right? Well, think again. Aquarians are known for their independent spirit and their love of freedom. They're like, emotions? Who needs them? I've got ideas to ponder and revolutions to start. Seriously though, it's not that Aquarians don't feel love, they just express it differently. They're more about grand gestures of friendship and intellectual connection. They'd rather debate philosophy with you all night than engage in a mushy makeout session. Don't get me wrong, they can be incredibly loyal and devoted partners, but they need their space to breathe. Think of them like a beautiful, exotic bird. You can admire them, you can even build them a beautiful cage, but if you try to clip their wings and keep them all to yourself, they'll fly away faster than you can say Uranus. So how do you show love to an Aquarius without suffocating them? Well, for starters, give them their space. Encourage their intellectual pursuits, engage in stimulating conversations, and maybe even join them in their fight for social justice. Remember, Aquarians are all about equality and making the world a better place. They show love through their actions and their commitment to a cause greater than themselves. So, if you want to win their heart, show them you care about the things they care about. Oh, and one more thing. Don't expect a ton of gushy compliments or public displays of affection from an Aquarius. They're more likely to show their love by, inventing a new app that makes your life easier, or dedicating a song to you on the radio, but like an indie radio station, obviously. So, if you're dating an Aquarius, buckle up and get ready for a wild ride. It might not be the most traditional love story, but trust me, it'll be anything but boring. Next up, we have Scorpio, the Scorpion. Now before you get scared off by the whole scorpion thing, let me tell you, Scorpios are some of the most passionate and intense lovers you'll ever meet. But here's the catch, they're also incredibly secretive and guarded. Imagine a treasure chest, right? It's beautiful and ornate on the outside, but it's locked tight, and only a select few ever get to see what's inside. That's a Scorpio in a nutshell. They feel things deeply, but they're not always comfortable expressing those feelings openly. They've got this whole still waters run deep thing going on, and honestly, sometimes those still waters can feel a little more like quicksand. Am I right? Scorpios have a tendency to hold their cards close to their chest, and they need to feel completely safe and secure before they let anyone in. They're ruled by Pluto, the planet of transformation and the underworld, so there's always an air of mystery surrounding them. Now don't let their tough exterior fool you. Underneath that prickly armor beats a heart of gold. Once you gain a Scorpio's trust, they'll be fiercely loyal and protective of you. They'll go to the ends of the earth for the people they love, and their love is the kind that consumes you entirely. So, how do you show love to a Scorpio without getting stung? Well, the key is to be patient and understanding. Don't try to force them to open up before they're ready. Give them time and space to let down their guard and let them know that you're there for them, no matter what. And when they do finally open up to you, listen with your whole heart. Scorpios have a way of seeing right through BS, so be genuine, be honest, and be ready for a love that runs deeper than you ever thought possible. Now, let's talk about Capricorn, the goat. No, not the fainting kind. Those are way too emotional for Capricorn. We're talking about the kind of goat that climbs mountains with steady determination and reaches the peak through sheer willpower. Capricorns are the ultimate pragmatists of the zodiac. They're responsible, disciplined, and always striving for success. They're the ones who have their 5-year plan meticulously mapped out, and they don't have time for frivolous displays of emotion. Now don't get me wrong, Capricorns are capable of deep love and commitment, but they express it in practical, often understated ways. They're not about grand romantic gestures or showering you with compliments. They're more likely to show their love by balancing your checkbook, organizing your sock drawer, or building you a bookshelf with their bare hands. They're the type of partner who will always have your back, who will work tirelessly to provide for you, and who will be there for you through thick and thin. But they're not going to write you poetry or serenade you under your window. They're too busy, achieving their goals and being responsible adults. So, how do you show love to a Capricorn without making them roll their eyes at your sentimentality? Well, for starters, appreciate their practicality. Capricorns value hard work, dedication, and a strong work ethic. They're drawn to people who are ambitious and driven, just like them. Show them you appreciate their efforts by being reliable, responsible, and supportive of their goals. And don't expect them to be overly emotional or expressive. They're not wired that way. Instead, pay attention to the small, practical ways they show they care. The way they make sure you always have a ride home, the way they remember to pick up your favorite coffee order, the way they quietly handle your taxes without you even asking. That's Capricorn love language, loud and clear. Last but not least, we have Taurus, the bull. Now, Tauruses are known for their love of comfort, luxury, and all things sensual. They enjoy the finer things in life, and they appreciate a partner who can indulge their senses. But when it comes to expressing affection, Tauruses can be a bit, shall we say, reserved. They're not exactly known for their gushy declarations of love or their over-the-top romantic gestures. They're more likely to show their love through thoughtful gifts, delicious meals, or a relaxing massage. Tauruses are earth signs, which means they're grounded, practical, and connected to the physical world. They experience love through their senses: touch, taste, smell, sight, and sound. They're not afraid of physical affection, but they're not going to be the ones initiating it. They need a partner who can appreciate their slow and steady approach to love. Someone who's patient, reliable, and who understands that actions speak louder than words. So, how do you show love to a Taurus without scaring them away with too much emotion? Well, the key is to appeal to their senses. Create a romantic atmosphere with soft lighting, soothing music, and their favorite scents. Cook them a delicious meal, give them a thoughtful gift, or simply spend a cozy night cuddling on the couch. Tauruses are all about quality time with their loved ones, so make sure you're present and engaged when you're with them. Put away your phone, turn off the TV, and give them your undivided attention. And most importantly, be patient. Tauruses take their time opening up in relationships, but once they do, their love is deep, unwavering, and oh so worth the wait. That's all for today's astrological adventure. I hope you learned a thing or two about these 4 signs and their unique ways of showing affection. Remember, just because someone doesn't wear their heart on their sleeve doesn't mean they don't have feelings. Sometimes the quietest hearts love the loudest. So, the next time you're feeling a little starved for affection, take a deep breath. Remember what you've learned about their sign, and try to see things from their perspective. You might be surprised at how much love is hiding beneath the surface. And hey, if all else fails, just buy them a cake. Everyone loves cake, right? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more astrology insights. And remember, everyone is unique, so take these tendencies with a grain of salt. See you next time.